What's up, my friends? Jason Gillette here. I just want to give you a quick run through of a 2020 Altima's display system here, and I'll show you a couple of the controls. So I'm just going to zoom out for a second. This is a platinum model. So here's the steering wheel. On the right hand side you have the intelligent cruise control and the Pro Pilot system. So this is how you turn on and off your cruise control, for those of you who don't know. So I press this button and it'll all of a sudden bring up whether my cruise control is going to be on or off. And then you can either set it, cancel it, resume it, and this is the distance control for how far back you need to slow down before you get to the vehicle in front of you. Voice control and telephone control for Bluetooth. On this side you have volume control. You can change tracks on your music, and a back button and arrow buttons and OK button for the menu inside this display right here. Just on the left hand side, I'd like to show you a couple more controls. So the first is you have headlights. You have an auto mode, you have a fog light switch. If you roll this forward, that's how you turn the fog lights on. Auto headlights. We can have, and I'm just going to show you in this display, Nissan's done this really cool. As I move that toggle, it moves what our lights are doing. So they were on auto, then they're on just daytime lights, and then full on headlights. And if I press it forward, it is an intelligent high beam assist. So those high beams will go off if another vehicle sees it in front of me. Okay, and then on the side here, so you have on a platinum model Nissan Pro Pilot, so this has steering assist. Put the cruise control on, it'll actually steer for you, go around corners, that kind of stuff. Trunk popper, dimmer switch for your interior lights if they're too bright or too dim at night, and then to trip reset to reset your odometer. Let's go take a look at the gauges in here. So inside here, this is kind of the home screen, so to speak. So you'll see in the bottom icons, looks like a little house in the bottom, and then it tells me up top that I have the cruise control turned on, the clock. This has an intelligent speed sign system with a camera that takes pictures of the speed sign as we go by, which is really handy. Temperature outside. If the steering assist is turned on, that will go green, and if the cruise is actually set, that will show us the speed that it's set at. So that's what all those are. Compass, digital speedometer, what's playing on the radio, trip odometer, and you'll see it's a B there because it's got A, B, and irregular kilometers. I'm just pushing the trip button. Then park in the middle, which gear we're in, and then distance to empty, 136K left on this, just over a quarter of a tank. So that is how all that works. Now I'm going to hit the buttons on the steering wheel, and let's go to the next screen. Next screen is economy, so it's a bar graph, sliding graph as you're driving, so you can see what kind of fuel mileage you're getting, and you can reset it at any time. Next screen over, this is our information screen, so you can see that it's got the speed limit sign. If you want it to be stuck on speed limit sign, you can, or we can go up to the next screen, tire pressures. As we're driving, it'll tell us what our tire pressures are. And then up again, this is called a trip computer. It shows us how many kilometers we've gone and how long the vehicle's been running. As you can see, I've been running this for about 4.5 minutes. Next screen over, we have just a compass with a picture of an Altima, just kind of a nice compass screen if that's what you like. Over again, what's playing on the radio. If we press OK, we can go in and pick the source from this, which is nice. And then again, I can hit left or right to go to the next menu, even from inside that. One more time over, and this is our essentially Pro Pilot system. So if I press that button again that's on the steering wheel, this one right here, I'm just going to show you, press that, that's going to turn those functions off. Now turn it back on, and when I hit that, it's also going to bring up any safety features. So you can see I have the forward collision system on, I have blind spot on, I have lane departure detection system on, so all that systems are on. Okay, enough of that. Press over one more time. Now we are into the settings menu, you guys, and this is going to take a second, but we're going to go through it. VDC setting, vehicle dynamic control. I hit enter, we can see it's turned on, and I can turn it off from that menu. Next down, driver assistance, we go in. Steering assist is turned on. I can turn it on from in here or that little button that's on the dash that I showed you. Down, emergency brake. We have forward brakes and rear brakes in this. Awesome. So that means the vehicle will stop automatically from the front or the back if it detects a collision. Okay, let's go back. Oh, sorry guys. Let's go back out of that. Lane system. So we go into lane departure warning or lane departure prevention. I have the prevention on and the warning off, but you can do whatever you want. Back out of that one, blind spot system. So the blind spot is on, and then it actually has a brightness for that little light that comes up. If you don't know where your blind spot warning system is, It's right here. That'll light up if somebody's in your blind spot. All right, let's back out of that menu. Speed light limit sign is on. I've got that turned on. Parking aids. So we've got auto show sonar, so when it detects something, it's automatically going to come up my dash and just give me an icon. Sorry about the brightness on there, guys. Rear, so the rear parking is on. So when we back up, the sonar is on, and then the distance is on a medium volume and a medium distance. So if I press OK on that, I can pick short or long or medium, and same with the volume. Back out of that one, go down to the next. Rear cross traffic alert, so if somebody's coming from the side of me while I'm backing up, it will let me know with audible warning, and my blind spot indicators will flash. Driver attention, if I go into this, you will see, if I turn this on, it will let me know if I'm driving for a while to take a break. Maybe I've been driving for an hour or so, maybe I should take a little break, have a little rest of my eyes, refocus my attention. Timer alert, so we can set this on if we wanted to set a timer. Maybe, you know, like if you wanted to drive for half an hour and then it tell you to take a break, whatever you want to do. Low temperature alert, so if it gets down to, I think it's 4 degrees Celsius, it'll just tell you, hey, it's getting a little cold out, might get slick on the roads. Chassis control, this is a Nissan system, so chassis control uses active trace control. It uses the throttle and the brake to help you corner and go over bumps smoother. So if you turn this off and drive the car, you will notice the vehicle just does not ride and brake in corners and things as well with those systems off. But if you don't like using them, don't use them. However, I find them really nice to drive. So that is all of our stuff in driver assistance. Now let's back out of this one. The next menu down, TPMS settings, that's tire pressure monitoring setting. We can go in, we can set up PSI or kilopascals if we want metric or imperial. Clock, we go into this, we can go into clock mode. We have an auto, 24-hour, 12-hour, daylight savings time, what time zone, all that kind of stuff. Vehicle settings, this one's got a whole bunch in it. Lighting, so we can go in, got a welcome headlight, we got auto room lamps, so when you open the doors it comes on automatically, your lighting. Accent lighting, this one's fun. Platinum model has accent lighting, we can turn that up or down as we need to, so there's nice lights throughout the cab that turn up or down. Auto headlights, so they just have that on standard, but you can have it come on early or later. And then light off delay, how long you want all the lights to stay on. You know, if you're walking your driveway and you have a long walk, you might want it up to 120 seconds, or if you want it to basically just shut off as soon as you turn the car off, you can have it 0 seconds. So that is the lighting. Turn indicator, so you can either put your turn on, so this is if you just bump your turn on and then it just flashes 3 times, or does it stay flashing, your choice. Locking, we can go, so the door switch on the outside of the handle, if that turned on. Selective unlock, this means when you hit the unlock on your fob, does just your driver's door open or do all the doors open? And you can either have it, if you have it on, it's just the driver's door. If you have it off, it's all the doors unlock when you hit that unlock button. So yeah, it depends on your preference. Auto door unlock, so when you're driving, the door locks will lock, and then you can either select from shift to park to have the doors unlocked, have the ignition turned off to have the doors unlocked, or just turn that feature off altogether. And then the horn beeps on lock. If you like having some feedback, you turn that on. If you don't, turn it off. Wipers, we go in here, so speed dependent. As you go faster, the wipers will speed up. That's actually kind of a nice feature, as typically the rain hits harder the faster you're going. Go down to driver position. Exit seat slide on, so this has a memory seat, and the seat slides back when you turn the vehicle off. That's handy unless you're really short, and then you might not want that feature on. So you turn it off there. Go back down, rear door alert. So this is one of the new Nissan features. If you put something in the back door while you're driving around, when you turn the car off, it's gonna say, hey, check your back seat. Or it's gonna beep the horn and say, check your back seat. Or you can just turn it off, depends if you like the feature. Down to the next one, remote engine start. Pretty simple, you either have that on or off, whether that feature works. So let's go back down. So that's vehicle settings, maintenance. You can set up oil and filter reminders, tire reminders, other reminders, oil control. So this does tell us when the next service interval is due on the vehicle. They let you go a long time. And then let's back out of this. Go down here, customize display. So you can go in, you can set your main menu selection. If you don't want to have all these different menus that we just went through, you can turn some of them off. I don't know why you turn them off, but maybe you want them off. Auto turn notification. So this gives us alerts, you know, if our navigation's coming up and it's time to turn. Cruise screen transition. So when you have your cruise control turned on, you'll notice there's a little bit of animations that happen. If you don't like those animations, turn it off there. Welcome effect. When you turn the car on, it says, like, the Altima comes up in a nice little display. If you don't like that, you can turn it off. And then wiper and light, or light and wiper guidance. So these are to do with your, basically when you change what your wiper's doing, will it come up on the screen? So when I showed you, when I was changing the headlights from here, it was showing me these. If you didn't like that coming up on the screen, if you found that annoying for some reason, then you can turn that off. Capiche? Very easy. Okay, then we have unit and language, pretty simple. Key link systems, this is how you set up. So the memory program is memorized to each key. You have 2 keys. You can have driver 1 and driver 2 to each key. Really cool. Your radio stations, all sorts of stuff sets up to those keys. Love that. And this is where you go in to see which key you're currently using and if you have the key link system turned on. And then you can factory reset everything if you want. All right, let's back out of here. Okay, so that is your settings. And then again, if I hit over one more time, back to the speedometer. So I know this video is running long, guys, but this is a nice walkthrough of these features. Hopefully I've given you some information there so you know what's going on. All right, everybody, have a great day.